The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. Yeah. We live in full effect, man. Welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. We keeping the call. We don't give a damn.
Should keep it in there.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, getEJIKEwithit. I'm still waiting on Will Smith. I got to hit him, though. I ain't did my part yet.
Man, you fucking up.
I sure am. So, we live in full effect here for another day. I got my brother.
Jonny Knogood. JonnyKnogood, and add a D. Don't forget that part, man. We here, man. Streets A&R Podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Podcast.
Right. Before we even get into our topic, man, we had an eventful weekend.
Man, hey, it was popping this
It
weekend.
was a lovely weekend for music, for the streets. And by the streets, I mean the people who are really out here grinding, getting it in, the reason why we do what we do. It was a lovely weekend. I know this weekend we had one of our natives fly back in. She's living in Philadelphia right now, singing her heart out.
What you say about Ty the Poet? You said Ty the Poet had a blessed voice?
Blessed voice.
What you gonna say about this next artist who flew in?
Man, listen. If y'all know who I'm talking about,
I don't think they know.
They don't know. Her name, she goes by the name of CJ Mills.
Shout out to CJ Mills.
CJ Mills. CJ Mills is beautiful.
Beautiful.
She works out.
Man, scoped it. I said, I don't want to arm wrestle with CJ Mills.
But I think that all of that work she put in also comes out in how she sings. Powerful singer. Dynamic. And she put on a show and she packs out a show. Every time. She has been gone, I believe, over a year, maybe two, living in Philly, making her rounds in Philly. Getting embraced by the music scene in Philly. I asked her, she said it's usually tough they don't usually accept outsiders. And I told her, I said, well, you didn't come in as an outsider. You came in to live, so you're now amongst the people. You went to where the people dwell. You didn't come in saying, I ain't from here. You came in doing what you do. So, and they're embracing you and they're showing you love and you're growing out there. She's busy recording. I got a few of her tracks, some of the singles. I'm waiting on that full production album. She know what song I want recorded because she think it's old. I said, it's old to you. But CJ, if you hear this, I'm going to say it on camera. If you don't give me my damn Mega Man recorded.
He said he want that Mega Man.
And not the TK version, but your version of Mega Man. But no, packed out. She was at the Culture House.
Shout out to Yates and the Culture House, man.
They've been doing their things. They had back-to-back shows. But she was at the Culture House. Also had Edem Soul music on her lineup as well. Edem has one of the most powerful. That was just a strong voice night. You couldn't be no punk singing on those cards. If you don't believe me, check out CJ Mills. I believe she's on everywhere you find music. Check out CJ Mills. It's just CJ space MILLS. Hit her on Instagram. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. I promise you.
Check out Edem too, man. Edem Soul music, man. I mean, like when you talk about angelic voices and just somebody who's blessed by the creator to do something. I remember when I first seen Edem. And if y'all don't know who Edem is, that's EDEM. Edem plays the ukulele. She plays an instrument called the ukulele. She also plays the drums and all kind of different
things. Let's be specific. She plays the djembe.
So she's a percussionist. She plays strings instruments, and she's a vocalist. And if you ain't had the opportunity of hearing Edem sing,
you don't have to be paying attention. She will grasp your attention. I literally watch it every time she performs. I'm not kidding y'all. Everybody at festivals, early in the festival, everybody doing what they do. She starts to sing, and you watch people walk up. I have never in my life heard somebody have natural reverb. I swear, no reverb is on the mic. She has natural reverb. It bounces. Her voice naturally echoes.
Yes.
It's insane.
It bellows.
It's bellow. Thank you.
It bellows.
Because it's deep and it's full. Bro, I ain't never seen nothing like every time.
Shout out to Edem, man. Shout out to Edem Soul Music. Make sure y'all check her out.
I just listen, when we get these major artists coming in and they be like, there's certain people I'm just going to just watch them perform. Just they going to go with them. They going to be like, yo, I need them to record. I need them to come with me. I promise you, it just take one. But yeah, man, that was Saturday night. And then Sunday night, we had the MC step up.
Man, not the MCs, man.
The MC, yeah.
Not the MCs, not the real MCs.
Real MCs.
We had some real MCs, some purists, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to getEJIKewithit, man.
I'm my boy Black Excellence, a.k.a. getEJIKewithit, a.k.a. his real name. I ain't going to put it out. But he got so many names, bro. getEJIKewithit, man, you talking about, he'll tell you he's weird. And he does weird rap. He is, for those who know music, he is like a perfect blend of Thundercat mixed with Michael Christmas. And I know you're like, y'all know
who Michael Christmas is. It just sounds correct.
I'm deep in my nerd backpack, anime back. I'm deep. Michael Christmas out of Boston mixed with Thundercat. That's getEJIKewithit. Got it, and he came with it. Boy, that one track about the hood, bruh,
and about father's absenteeism and not stepping up to the plate. I mean,
and what happens when you don't,
bruh, and not to mention the fact that he be producing a lot of his own music too. Now I know one of those tracks, somebody else had produced, but he produced a lot of his own music too.
Yep. So check out getEJIKewithit, man. OGI_KIDD. It's on all platforms, man. getEJIKewithit.
What'd he say? Google me, nigga. or what'd he say? Google me, Expedia. Shout out to Ross, man. Shout out to Rick Ross, man.
Ross, not knowing,
the difference between Expedia and Wikipedia. Shout out to Ross.
Or Encyclopedia. I'm like, I don't know which one he was trying to say.
Man, who else was on that bill though, man? With getEJIKewithit, bro.
Then we had our brother. We mentioned him last show.
You talking about who? You talking about Lipo?
We talking about Lipo.
You talking about Lipo?
Talking about Lipo, the pole of light.
Man.
And he had that chair. He had his guitarist with him. He's really big now to performing acoustically. And he just goes and he does his thing.
Man, shout out to the guitarist though, man. Colin Smith, bro.
Yeah. Cold. Hey, Colin, cold.
Cold, bro. Literally sitting there recording live loops on stage and then recording tracks over the top of that, bro. Like that's next level performance. Check him out, man. Find him. I think his Instagram handle is Colin Loves Music, man.
I think, yep.
Just Colin like it sound, man. Colin Loves Music, man. Well, check him out. He's a phenomenal guitarist, instrumentalist, and percussionist, man.
Yeah, but y'all, if you've never had a chance to see Lipo perform, you got to, because one thing about Lipo, he really loves this music and he really puts his all into it. His tracks are very heartfelt. And he's always going to be emotional and open and raw with you. That's just the way he is. He's not going to change. And the music comes from that place, so it's going to tap that place in you every time. Every time. So, man, shout out my brother Lipo, man. He got some fire coming with the sister Thailand. We try to tell y'all about them.
Man,
we try to tell y'all.
Hey, man, we ain't just talking, bro. We not just, and the crazy thing and the beautiful thing that I love is that a lot of these big names don't have ego in the way, so they actually work with each other. Thailand and Lipo is actually working with each other. Edem and Lipo have worked with each other. So we're not just saying names of people who not looking to push the culture forward.
Yep, and that's a bigger conversation in how to make your area, your city grow. If you don't believe me, go pay attention to Nashville and see what they doing and see why they doing it and how they doing it.
What's going on down in Nashville?
They connected with each other. I don't know if they like each other, but they damn sure gonna put each other on. They gonna work with each other, and they're getting noticed. I saw when J. Cole tweeted them, and like, yo, I see what y'all doing in Nashville. I just saw a post. Shout out Tim Gent, and was it I forget his name, Brent. Blanking on his name. Another one from Nashville. Tim Gent is one of the old guys I follow for a long time. Posted. They on Issa Rae's upcoming stuff. She went and got a few of them from Nashville.
Okay.
Understand, they moving together. They moving strong. They making the sound the sound loud because they move. They all saying something and they all pushing each other. So here in Omaha, that's what we got to do. We got pockets of it doing it. I can't wait till we bring it together. Maybe that's our job.
I think that is.
That's our job. We the A&Rs. Let's go get them.
Hey, man, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
And then we had headlining that show, man, brother from Tulsa, Oklahoma by way of Baton Rouge. Powerful brother. Strong brother with a bad back.
With a bad back, man. But was rocking the show, though.
Man.
Hey, he said he was going to sit down. And he
did.
hopped right back up. Hey, man, shout out to Marcel Black, man.
Yes, sir.
Marcel P. Black, man.
Check him out, man. He's doing his thing, man. He's staying solid. He's one of those brothers. You can't call him gangster. You can't call him conscious. He just living. He gonna rep it all. But he's one of those people you gotta talk sense to.
Hey, I like him because he said he got the black fist up in this hand and his gang size in the other. I said, yeah, I feel that, brother. I feel that.
Yeah, man. He really did his thing. I definitely got his discography, and I appreciate people just for doing it the right way. I said, are these MP3s away? He like, they ways. I'm like, my guy. So now we got the good file, the real files. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Marcel Black, man. Marcel P. Black. He's on everything. If you want to cop his stuff, if you want to buy, man, we talked about him last week. I don't know if that's why we got in trouble. But Bandcamp. That's all I can say right now.
Bandcamp, that's it.
But check him out. He's on Spotify. He's on Apple. He's on all of that. They all are. And there's some more shows this week. 'Cause I know Thailand, Yada Man. We talk Thailand and Jay, the brother OG Jay Crumb is.
And then though, right? The crazy thing is, they added Saint Mike to that show, bro. They added Saint Mike. If y'all don't know who Saint Mike is, bro, go look up the URL Battle Rap League, bro. Go look up his music, bro. Go look up the battle versus Anubis, bro. Classic, bro. Saint Mike on that bill too, bro. So I mean, like you talk about heavy hitters.
Now I gotta find a babysitter. Now I gotta go.
Hey, we gotta make it.
I was like, man, oh no, I gotta go. We going. We making our rounds before the year end. We definitely doing our work and showing the support and love. Like ain't nobody gonna be able to say we ain't show up. I always have. I'm a believer in that, especially if I believe in your talent. I ain't coming if you trash. But the people I say I support.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna pay.
Yes,
it is what it is.
Problem. Hey, I might not be able to afford to pay, but we gonna get it paid. Yeah. Trust that, believe that.
It's gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, we got big things coming up for the end of the year, and we gonna have us a little special announcement what we doing for the end of the year.
Yes, sir.
As a pod, but and we got we got things rolling, man. We got things rolling. Man. But yeah, man, let's get into it because I know last episode we kind of ended on a topic that really resonated with us both. After we went down so many memory lanes on the parties and the DJ's responsibility and the gene marks on the walls.
And lay your body down. Hey, y'all, man, y'all still don't know.
Really don't know what that did to the ladies.
Some of y'all might be born. Some of y'all right now thugging right now was made to that.
If your mama if your mama was a teen mom or up to the age of 24, you might be a pretty willy baby.
You might be.
But man, so we got into that convo and we bumped into one. Bumped into one that I really vibe with.
Man, I know you ain't talking about what we ended on.
Oh, of course we are. Of course
you talking about the conversation about soul.
Soul, man. Where is your soul? And your, meaning the music industry, where is your soul? And we ain't just talk. We ain't get into all that devil boo boo stuff. We talking about the music. We talking about soul music, and in particular, I'm really hitting on like the neo soul feel. For those who don't know neo soul, which is crazy to think about how we grew up, how some of y'all really don't know what neo soul or who a neo soul artist is, and often confused with R&B because everything's a fusion now. But neo soul has a very distinct sound, and it's very hard to describe. All I can do is name the people, and you would know what the sound like.
Man, give us a few names.
So when you talk about some of the OGs, I'm even talking about Erykah Badu, That's that Mama Badu.
Man, I know y'all got them incense.
I was looking for that.
I know y'all got them
I
incense.
was looking for the pussy.
I ain't gonna cap. I said, Lord. I said, if $60. I said, Lord.
Hey, Erica, we love you. Can you please send me some pussy?
I want to
I'm
smell
talking
it.
about the incense.
I just want to smell it.
It's called her. That's what it's called, bro. I know you laughing, but that's what it's called. And I swear, if it could do that to Common, I want it.
Man, hey, shout out to Common. Shout out to my guy, man.
He recovered. Andre didn't.
Hey. Hey, man. That's the type of stuff I don't want. Lord, hey, I know my limits.
Yeah.
I know what I can and can't handle. I can't handle that bad dude. You know what I'm saying? I can't handle that.
I seen Common do an interview, and Charlamagne asked him. He was like, "No, he crazy." He said, "Is it good, dog?" This is like last year. Common couldn't even help me. Be like, "Nah, that shit straight." I ain't never seen that in a grown man. This years later, he like, "Nah, that shit straight, bro." I was like, "Oh my God." Hey, shout out to Mama Badu, man. We love you, bro. I mean, we love you, Mama. My daughter. Same name. You know what I'm saying? So, and nothing but respect and love and admiration as my wife's favorite, one of her favorite artists all time. And I grew up on Badu, bro.
Man.
Like real life, I'm from round the way from where she from. I'm close by. She out of Dallas, Texas. I'm from Tyler. It's only an hour and a half. Yeah, an hour and a half away. Don't get it twisted. She all soulful and stuff, but
she got that
thug
in her.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
Hey, I could tell. Shit, motherfucker ain't just crazy like.
Right.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we got Badu. We got the lovely Jill Scott in the Neo Soul.
Man, Jill Scott, bro. Shout out to Jill Scott, bro.
Jill Scott was almost discovered on accident, bro. She'd tell you about her story and working with the Roots and being a backup singer, but even actually one of the songs that she popped on with the Roots, Badu was supposed to be on that song. I think she didn't make it on a performance or something, and Jill Scott did it for her, and they was like, "Nah, you gonna go." And Jill Scott is an icon and a real person. Jill Scott, legend has it, still rides the train. Jilly from the block, Jilly from Philly, and just real down to earth. You know what I'm saying? So that type of feel, and even some of our guys, you got like one of my favorite of all time artists in Neo Soul is Dwele out of Detroit, bro. I love Dwele. That's my guy.
I ain't heard Dwele.
What?
I ain't heard Dwele. If I heard him, I ain't heard the song. Hey, you might have to play a little sample or something, man.
I think, yep. So Dwele is he's just one of them guys, man. He has some music that could be considered timeless. And it's just like the sound of it. When you hear songs like Old Lovers and it's super slowed and just real, you know what I'm saying? Just he that dude, man. So you got Dwele, you got the likes of like Eric Roberson. Eric Roberson was up here, I think, last year, year before COVID happened. Blazed the stage in the summertime, put on a show. And you have bands like Robert Glasper.
I know Robert Glasper.
And they do a great job of going to get the seasoned Neo Soul artists and mixing them with some of the younger ones. And I want to talk about today, we want to put y'all on to a few of these artists. Because some, it's one of those genres that some people might say is dying. I say it's just quiet. And there's certain regions of the world where it is live and in full effect.
Why do you think it's like dying over here in this region, though?
I want you to answer your own question. Why do you think that? Because I think you got a different perspective.
And that's an interesting question, right? Like, why do I think that Neo Soul is a dying brand over here? I'll say as far as the genre of music has a lot to do with the industry or the perception of the industry. Like, there's a payola standard in which a lot of things that appear on the radio ain't necessarily what people want. And the misconception is because it's on the radio is that it's popular. I think that plays a big part into a big reason why Neo Soul isn't a genre that's like popping over here right now.
I think, and I think we almost bumped in this conversation about frequencies and where we at. I know I had this thing, and don't shoot me. But I say this little saying now. It's like it's crazy that everything that deals with progression now deals with our sex, whether it's our sexual identity or our sexual nature. Whether we can or can't do something, are we allowed to express a certain sexual nature? Are we allowed to express a sexual identity? That's how we align progression. And when we were more comfortable, whether it was because it was quiet or not, I'm not sure. But when we were more in tune with kind of being okay with who we were, we allowed and let us raise our frequencies to where we could start to deal with other parts of ourselves. And I think soul is higher than, when you know the chakras, the chakra system, you got to get out of the root. We got to raise up. We got to get out of the root chakra, and we got to get up closer up here, at least to our soul, get some determination. But that's soul music deals with the things that's dwelling, how you exist, how you see the world. And we're just not in a place right now where I don't think a lot of us understand. We haven't, it's like Maslow. We hadn't taken care of that bottom rung yet. We ain't taking care of our basic needs, so there's no way we can raise up. And soul music definitely helps you vibrate on that level of being able to deal with the things outside of self. Right now, we still in self. That's why we're in our lower nature. We're in our lower rung. We got to deal with ourselves right now. And soul music is just something higher than that. So it's not pumped on the radio here because that's the message they're not trying to send that message out right now. They're trying to keep us on a certain wave right now. And it's gonna shift, but right now they're keeping us down here to deal with that.
Why do you think they keep us on a lower frequency?
In simple terms, it's about what they can currently make money on. There's some things that when you're on a lower frequency, you aren't able to pay attention to some of the higher level things that go on around you. We have very low level arguments about men and women right now. That's a big topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we're having these so the things that actually affect our lives that take some thought to it are kind of escaping us, and they're happening behind our eyes. They're not in front of us. We can't see them. They're in front of us, but they're translucent.
And I think that kind of brings us back to a point. I remember having a conversation with you where you said, like, you can judge, the mood of the society based off the music, and you know what kind of drugs is popular in the society based off of the music that's being made, man. Yeah. Does that kind of like tie into the same thing as far as a lower frequency as well?
To a degree, but that type of conversation and that tie-in is more so for your how people party, the style of partying, and it kind of tells you what's happening in that region, in the drug world. They're closely knitted together. It's no different than rock and roll, which is famous for it. They just not demonized for it. So, but it's the same thing. But it's close. But I think soul music in itself really, again, we're dealing in our root nature, our base of trying to find identity in who we are and how we can express ourselves. So we don't even have a space as far as I think the industry thinks we don't have a space to where they can make money off of pushing something higher than that right now. And I think some people are ready, some people are listening, and it's kind of been a resurgence, but it's been in strange places. And not just strange. When I say strange, I don't mean any disrespect. It hasn't been from the people traditionally making it, which is fine because people are making some phenomenal neo soul music. We just don't hear it. You got to go find it. And I'm going to be one of the first advocates to say, them names already listed, those type of people, including like the Lettuces, people like that, need to bridge and start collaborating with these newer artists who are making this soul music. And it's going to be something special if they do. I hear songs, I'm like, boy, Dwelle will rip that up with them. Oh, if Erica could get on that mic with her. So let's spend a little time today talking about some of the artists that we just want to throw out there, talk about them a little bit. We may play a little track here and there, but we want to just get these names out. And we may have deeper dives later on. We here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Not today, I'm just saying in general. We here for a long time. So we're here to stay, and we're going to make sure these artists get light shined on them. We're going to say their names so they can reach out to us, and we're going to reach back. or we gonna reach out to them and they gonna reach back, and we gonna see what we can make work here and start getting them here. Because some of these artists are domestic, and some of these artists are international.
A lot of them is
A
international.
lot of them is national. And I think people like Amy Winehouse set the precedent. And Amy Winehouse Frank album. I know everybody like, was it Fade to Black or Back to Black? Her album, her real big pop album. Frank, the album that got her noticed. Top tier, probably one of the top 10 albums of all time. Amy Winehouse, you can tell, was a jazz trained singer, which you do not hear. And if you don't know what jazz trained singing is, to be able to use your voice as a pure instrument while still singing words is amazing.
Man, shout out to the jazz trained instrumentalists out there.
Man.
Vocalists, I mean.
Yeah. And she really set the precedent. And I think she made a wave in Europe for them and really mainstream opened that up that never closed in Europe. That's kind of closed here, but we kind of know that European radio and music is more, they do less steering of the sound. They kind of let their sounds be organic and grow, and they gonna push whatever the people kind of want. More so than here, we kind of steer what the sound should sound like. That's why we can go hear a song and know exactly what era it's in. Over there, you might not can't do it as much. With some of the hip hop you can, but you can't really do it as much. But I think she made a way she made ways for people like Adele. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking that.
And Adele, has done her thing.
Man.
She don't even name her album. She just say what age she is.
What age she is. 25, 30, a 15, a do-do-do-do-do. A 45, 47. Hey, you know she gonna be singing till she 45, 47, man. Shout out to Adele, man. She out there looking happy right now, too.
Glowing. Ain't playing no, man, she out here. So I want to start with you, Jonny. I want you to give me an artist or a couple artists, then I'm gonna go give you a couple. Tell me if you know where they from, and then what, just how you feel about them.
Man, well, when you started speaking on like jazz trained vocalists, it made me think of a jazz trained vocalist that I had the opportunity of meeting on Clubhouse. And it's a sister named Alicia Waller. And I remember playing a song for you before, and you was like, she's classically trained, if you remember who I'm talking about. And it's a song called Clouds. I love that song. I love that project that she did. I don't know where she's from. I know she's overseas. But when we start talking about jazz-trained vocalists who can use their voice as an instrument, I just got to give her a shout-out real quick, man. So shout-out to Alicia Waller, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So as far as music, on the music tip, bro, I listen to a little bit of everything. So when you started saying the names like Robert Glasper, I started thinking of the Mansour Browns. I started thinking of names like that. You get what I'm saying? And that brings me to an artist that I want to talk about. Let's talk about FKJ.
Oh, man, my guy, French Kiwi Juice.
FKJ, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That man plays everything.
What is it, 27 instruments?
I don't know.
I'm not even exaggerating. Y'all think I'm exaggerating? I think he plays 27 instruments at a master level.
Yeah, my introduction to FKJ was when him and Masego did Ta-Dow on YouTube.
Ta-da!
And I was there when literally I watched it. They were both small as far as the waves. And I was there when it's literally maybe 1,000 views. And then I would watch that video over. Then I started looking at them like, did that say 50,000? Did that say 200 and something? I don't even know where they at now. They in a few millions. Like that video went viral of FKJ bouncing him and Masego bouncing instrument to instrument, and then Masego going to that loop machine. I used to the Boss. It's a Boss RC something, and you can loop up to I think 6 different vocals on there and record your vocals live and loop them, just like you can with a guitar. I was like, this was the most amazing thing I had seen on YouTube at the time.
Man, and I think, bro, probably one of the biggest videos I seen was FKJ. He did a live series over in Paris, and it was a 15-minute video. And that first beat is called Vibing Without O.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all haven't had a chance to check out that video, bro, like the instrumentation is just literally
Was that the
amazing.
one on the water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. I'm like, oh my God. So if y'all haven't, man, really check out FKJ, man.
Man, bro.
Talented.
Talent. Well, I'm going to get back to you, Johnny. I'm going to give you, since we overseas, I'm going to stay overseas.
Okay.
And I might have to play a little bit of a track on this one because I've been big on this young lady since I heard her.
Okay.
I don't know how I found her. I think it was a YouTube algorithm. Because YouTube be doing, if you click on them, you can find some
Man,
stuff.
shout out to YouTube. They be knowing people better than people's best friends.
Right. YouTube algorithm, and I'm not gonna lie. When I buy music, I typically, for me, I buy music. We had this conversation. When I do buy, sometimes I have to go like to the bigger distributors. So I go like to Amazon. They do suggest at the bottom once you buy an album. I scroll down. Sometimes I click it. I find different people there. I've grown my catalog just from being experimental and not being stuck and saying, "Oh, let me see who this is. This looks interesting. The title looks interesting. They look interesting. Let me click it and just see." But this next young lady, I found, and she's from, I believe, England, and she instantly gave me like wine, like a Winehouse vibes, but in the now. Like, what would Amy be doing if she was still with us? And kind of that continuation, but with her own spin. And I'm talking about a lady named Poppy Ajua. Ajuda, excuse me.
How you spell that?
It is POPPYAJUDHA. Poppy Ajuda. And I saw a video. The first time I heard her was on a video I saw. And the video was shot so beautifully. That video and that song was called Spilling Into You. Even that kind of spilling into you.
Spilling into you.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we like, you need to pour in this. No, I couldn't contain it.
I just spilled myself
Yeah.
into you.
I couldn't contain it. I want to play a small snippet. I almost don't even want to. I might stop it after the words come on, but the way the beat is so lovely, and I'm gonna let y'all, see for yourself. So this is Spilling Into You by Poppy Ajuda. I know y'all can't see what we doing and listen to this song as we listen, but when you watching this, man, pause the video, go on and click the song, and then come on back. But I'm telling you, man, I was done. After that song, I was like, where's the rest of her stuff?
Man.
And
you said you found her through the algorithms?
I think through the I don't even remember what I was looking up. This is a few years ago now. This is a little older. And it was, bro, I was like, this is amazing. And original and it's fresh. It's her. I don't know another song like that.
Nah.
I just don't.
It make me want to paint.
It
make me want to paint.
I used to dance a lot, and I swear I think I might have sent this to some of my old dancer friends, like the young ladies who do like interpretive dance. Like I'll go to interpretive dance, modern dance, and I've suggested songs that they've used before in their actual pieces. That's my own lane. Don't steal that. But yeah, man, I would love to send that to them and be like, I'll do it with you. We can rock. Man. I promise. But yeah, Poppy, man, shout out to you. I hope you can get to the States. We gonna get you to the States, and we gonna put on the show, and with some of your homies. And then I'm gonna shout out I'm gonna go to the young lady who I put on. There's a couple ladies on my list that I had on my list, on my best albums list last year. And I'm not gonna play her song because we don't got that kind of time. We'll be here vibing all night. But I'm talking about the young lady. You got her on the list?
I got her on the list.
You got her on your list?
She's on my list of people.
I'm saving it. I'm gonna give you another one because I don't want to take. I got another young lady.
Man.
So this young lady, she popped up on my radar again. I was on it. This one I was on Amazon. I seen her name. I was like, who is this? Clicked it. I was like, ooh, she hard. This is hard. And I think she lives in the UK now. I want to say she may be from like Switzerland, I believe originally, or something like that, or Amsterdam. I'm not sure. Please don't kill me if I got it wrong. But I'm talking about Miss Marie Dahlstrom. And some people may know of her now. Shout out to Joe Budden. Definitely shouted her out and was like, "Why y'all been withholding this great ass music?" And I hit him. I was like, he didn't respond. Don't. When I say I hit him, I tweeted at him. I did not text Joe Budden. I tweeted at him. Was like, bro, I had her on my list last year, bro. I can send you the list. But she on there, and I shouted out a couple other people. But Marie Dahlstrom has an angelic voice. When I heard her, I'm like, yeah, she was trained. And then I read some of her bio. She talks about being trained in like classical singing and stuff like that.
I ain't never heard her before. I ain't gonna cap. I low key wish you would play a clip.
We gonna play it after.
Man, throw the shout out.
But Marie Dahlstrom, that's DAHLSTROM, and she is extremely talented. She just dropped another small EP this year. She had an album out last year that was phenomenal. I believe it made my top 10 albums of the year last year. And in short time, she's a phenomenal artist. Please check her out. It's hard to. These people are dope. So Marie Dahlstrom. So I have Poppy and Marie. Give me a couple. You got a couple more for the people.
Man, I got a lot more. But the crazy thing is, like, as I'm looking at like where all of these artists is from, they all over in Britain. They all in the UK. I mean, it's like, wow, it's crazy, bro.
And here's a crazy thing. So there was a show on Netflix, I believe either earlier this year or late last year. We started watching that was about a black man starting a jazz club in the UK. And it was overseas. Well, not was it UK? No, they were speaking another language. But it was overseas. Jazz, soul music, neo soul is alive and in full effect overseas. You can make a living doing it. And it's just not the same. It's not the same era around it here right now, currently. I think these artists do well when they go on tour. But as far as the mainstream, how it used to be on 106 and Park, I remember seeing these videos on 106 and Park and seeing these artists. I don't know where you hear and see any of these type of artists.
On the Streets A&R Podcast.
Streets A&R Podcast. That's where you get it from. So, Johnny, give me a couple more.
Man, so the artist that I'm going to say first is the artist that you was alluding to earlier, which is an artist I actually got from you when you was doing your series about the Streets A&R Podcast on Instagram last year. For y'all that don't know, this ain't nothing new. For E, this ain't nothing new for him. He been doing this. How many weeks did you do it?
I believe 34.
34 weeks straight.
Every day, except no dope on Sundays. Every day.
And so one of those artists happened to be a person that once I heard her voice, I was literally just like enamored. And it's the sister Cleo Soul. I know you got your song you like.
You know the song. I love When I'm in Your Arms. God, my God.
Man.
I played it again for him earlier. He kind of crept back up on.
It's up there. It's up there. But when I think about Sideways, man, like it's just something about that song Sideways. It make me hopeful for love. Bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm a hopeless romantic. Like I have a lot of ideology when it comes to love. And so when I hear songs that give me hope about love, bro, I get to the point where I be almost tearing up, man. We gonna say that, man. I say it unashamed. I almost tear up. I be about to cry, man. So shout out to Cleo Soul for making music, man, that speaks to my soul. Beautiful too.
You giving us a taste, or what you know? No, okay.
I'm not gonna give y'all a taste.
That's good.
I'm gonna actually go to the next artist.
Okay.
And this is a next artist that you had on your list too.
Okay.
And this artist, I just found her earlier. I actually heard her before. I know she had her Colors appearance on YouTube. She did the Color series.
Shout out if y'all are not familiar with Colors on YouTube. If you want to find new, different, innovative music, go to Colors. I was there when Colors, when they used to just go by Colors Berlin. Before they changed to just Colors. And finding artists and seeing artists, because I found them because it was artists that I followed already popping up on there. And now they just open a gateway to other artists, and they do a phenomenal job of bringing just dope talent. Even if it ain't your stilo, it ain't your style. You can tell the talent is there from everybody they bring. It's insane.
And it's not just singers.
They will anybody, any song, bro, rappers, anybody.
Man, shout out to JID.
He been on, bro. Black been on there. Mick Jenkins, Dylan Cooper. Like it's an extent. Little Sims done blazed about I think 3 or 4 times.
Man, shout out to Lil Sims. She on my list, but she ain't sold. But
that's a rapper list.
When I saw on the first episode, when I talked about the artist that I was gonna talk about, that's more of an international flavor. I was talking about Lil Sims.
I already know.
I was talking about Lil Sims.
If
y'all don't know, now you know. Lil Sims.
Little Sims literally always fluctuates in my top 2 female MCs, and always is in literally around my top 5 MCs. Period. Along with Rhapsody, those 2 are my top 2 MCs. They fluctuate based on who dropped the latest. So.
Man. So, man, yeah. So the second artist, man, that you had on your list as well is a sister named Leanne LaHavis.
Oh, my gosh. She's so fine.
I'm just glad I got her name right. I didn't want to mess up my only opportunity that I ever have to even shoot a shot. But, yeah, she is gorgeous.
I can't shoot my shot, but, girl.
Man, so.
I'm winning if Johnny wins.
Hey, bro, you know the team winning. So the fact that I'm even shooting this shot out into the universe is a win for me. When I heard Green Papayas,
oh man,
oh my God, I almost cried. I am waiting to go listen to that song later so I can have the space to cry if I want to. Green Papayas. We gonna play that. Real love. Hey, so Leanne, take me home. I know the UK is a far flight away, but take me home, man. That is a beautiful song.
Love.
Man.
Girl, listen.
Man, when she said that this river of doubt helped me swim my way out, man, so when hey, listen. Hey, I'm still a thug.
Thugs need love too.
We need a lot of love.
Thugs need love too.
I need love too.
Yeah, we gonna be there suited and booted when you have a show anywhere close to the Midwest. Man. We going, get us some. Look, if you get us backstage pass, I don't think we gonna act right. But
I'm gonna act right.
But God,
Lord,
Lee,
Claude,
my goodness.
But it's like, it's not even a physical beauty. Like it's
the aura, bro.
It's the aura. It's like, so just guard your energy, Queen. Guard your energy.
Yeah. I don't know. Johnny ain't on trash.
I'm not.
He might propose.
Man, it's crazy, bro. I'm not. I've been in that mindset, bro. Like I've been thinking about it and all that, bro. Like shout out to Eazy-E.
Oh yeah.
Ever since holding little Erica, man, I've been like having a little low key baby fever, man. But
that's my daughter, by the way, Eazy-E.
I'm getting my life together though, so I'm gonna be ready for y'all soon. I'm gonna be ready soon.
Man. Shout out to Leanne LaHavis. Man, that is hard. She's like just how I think Amy Winehouse mothered like Papi Judah and Adele. I think Leanne LaHavis is musically was mothered by like Corinne Bailey Rae, one of my favorite singers, bro. And I don't even know if it's intentional or not. I have no idea. But it's almost like giving that credence to be in that style and make your music and make it your own, bro. Like it's kind of that thing. Like she's seniored by you in your genre and your style, and it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see happening. I'm gonna give one. I gotta bring one of the fellas in here. I want you to bring the other fella.
Okay.
I want you to bring the white fella.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna bring one of the fellas in here, and another cat from overseas, and he has the most dynamic, growling, burly voice that I've heard in a while, especially as a solo artist.
Mm.
And this brother name is Jacob Banks.
I ain't never heard of Jacob Banks.
Ooh. Jacob Banks, I say he growls when he sings. It's amazing. And his music, he has the touch. He has soul music. He has a little R&B, but he also know how to blend his music kind of with the new age electronic sound and make something extremely unique. And with his voice, it's crazy to hear this type of voice on a record that's more electronic. And he be blowing. Like, it's amazing. If you don't know, check out Jacob Banks, man. Jacob Banks, another overseas guy. But please check out Jacob Banks. And then we'd be remiss not to. I'm gonna name a few Americans because there are some here.
Yeah.
And of course, you got the people, the big dog of the big dogs like Anderson .Paak right now. He holding it down.
Shout out to Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, shout out to Soul Sonic. Huh? Silk Sonic, man, I done messed up.
Man, we fucking up. Hey, see, I'm rubbing off on E.
Yeah,
I'm usually the one messing up with the name drops.
Silk Sonic.
Shout out to me being a bad influence.
And shout out to Anderson and Bruno. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Stop playing with me.
Man.
Man, don't get them get my Anderson .Paak bag because I can go back. You talking about tapes like Venice. Y'all don't even know about. What is y'all talking about? Stop talking to me.
Don't you got something?
No, I don't got Anderson on the wall. I don't got
thought
Anderson.
You had him
on the
in
wall.
here, man.
No, I don't. I ain't went to a show.
Okay.
But Anderson .Paak, he's like he's almost like an OG now. It's kind of crazy. But even some more Americans, like I'm gonna get a band. This band, I remember, love this band, and I was walking into Guitar Center one day, and the homie Ish was there working. Shout out Ish. He moved. My guy Ish moved, but we worked there. I walked in. I said, Ish, I was like, you playing Voyager? Like, yeah. What you know about Moonchild? And bro, 'cause he's a real music head instrumentalist. I was like, bro, they cold. But Moonchild, bro.
I ain't never heard of them either.
They are, I believe, a trio. Lead singer, her name is Amber. I forget her last name, but it's amazing, real soft voice, lead singing soul music, and just soothing, bro. And they're the group. Moonchild is the group. I swear to you, when I hear them, I'm like, somebody please reach out to Duelle and y'all collab on the song, because some of their beats and their instrumentation would vibe so heavy with some of our real OG neo soul singers, bro. And I just something missing why we aren't, but I really believe that they are one of those golden groups that. They got another album coming out. They dropped one this year, and they got another one coming out next year. And they're on a roll. So, yeah, man, Jacob Banks and over here, Moonchild. And then just quickly, I have some names. Shout out to Jamila Woods. My guy didn't know who that was. I played him earlier. Jamila is cold, boy.
Got that one. That's on the list, too, to play later.
Jamila is cold.
Man, shout out for that plug, bro.
And then you got the likes of people like Anna Wise. If you don't know, people who don't know who she is, she was definitely on To Pimp a Butterfly, These Walls were by Kendrick. Shout out to Anna Wise. And I'm going to shout out one more overseas person right now. And her name, she goes by Charlotte Day Wilson. And Charlotte Day Wilson, while she's a very deep soul singer, I love her when she's on house music. She was on K-Tronada's Bubba album. And that song is such a groove. I want to hear her more on those groovier house, like lo-fi house songs. And her voice works, bro. And it's just, shout out to Charlotte Day Wilson, man. I got you.
Add her to the list, too, to look up. Like, I literally got like 6-7 people to look up and do homework on, man. So thank you for that.
No problem. So I need my guy, man. Give me my guy, man.
Man, so you talking about that guy, man. Man, shout out to Tom Mish, man.
Ooh.
Shout out to Tom Mish, man. If y'all have it, man, go check out that project he did with Yusuf Daves. With Yusuf Daves, man. Like that project right there, phenomenal, bro. Start to beginning. Go check out Tom Mish, man. Like,
and the one before that, Geography. Check it out.
Is that the one? Which one is Water Baby on?
That one.
I figured. See, I ain't gonna act like I'm a super fan. E is a music head. He be on it. Like me, I'm emotional, so I listen to music when I want to create. So that Tom Mish, as far as like the vibe of everything, that Water Baby, don't be sleeping on Tom Mish, man. So Tom Mish is somebody that I really vibe with a whole lot, man. Another artist that I really, really vibe with, and I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna come back over here this way. I'm gonna come to the United States with it. Man, shout out to Leon Bridges, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Leon Bridges, man.
Fort Worth, Texas, Nick. Where we at? Fort Worth.
Man, one of my students turned me on to Leon Bridges, man, over the summer, man. So shout out to my student, man. Turn me on to Leon Bridges. Take me to the river. Hey, I know I can't say I'm Luther in the shower. We gon' get that out there. But man, Leon Bridges.
Yeah, man, and his little groovy song, I think it's called Bad Bad News. Boy, that be in my DJ. Y'all don't understand. When I be DJing, I'm gonna get y'all some of the stuff. Boy, when I get into that funk groove bag, I'm going. You're not even gonna know the song change. I'm a master mixer, bro. I promise you, I can mix and blend. Now you're not gonna know if I don't want you to know. And when I'm in that, when that Leon, I be seeing people just start bouncing. Leon be going.
Man, he be going.
Boy, shout out to Leon Bridges, man. I almost forgot about my boy, man.
Hey, I seen the eyes light up when I said his name. I said, "Dad, we got one."
Yeah.
I said, "We got one." Leon, man. Yeah. So shout out to Leon Bridges, man. And people like Leon doing real music, man.
Yeah, man.
I got another artist, man.
Go ahead.
So this artist was given to me by somebody I work with. Man, shout out to my sis Celine, man. She said that this artist helped keep her through her days, man, helped keep her balanced. And that's one thing about music and about art is you never know where the person at receiving it. So for those artists who help keep us going, man, shout out, man. Artist name is Londrell, man. Shout out to Londrell, man. Man, I might have to play something then.
If you want to, get it on.
I might have to play something, or I'll hold that off for next time.
Hold
that off for next time.
Hold it.
But Londrell, man. Shout out to Londrell. Check him out, man.
Yep. And go ahead.
I was going to say something else. I was going to switch the subject. What you about to say?
I was going to switch the subject just a tad.
Okay.
I was just going to say, and these, by no means is this the final list. Because there are, I believe.
I can't even. Literally, shots just Sam Fisher, Georgia Smith, you know, some Mahalia. You know, like we could just Ella May, Jay Howell.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can't. I ain't gonna lie. I especially put Mahalia in R&B and almost pop based on her last album. That's all she did. Their producers were, I don't want to call them lazy, but they sure did a whole lot of flips. I was like, the whole album was old R&B and reggae flips, and I was like, what's happening? Y'all didn't let her get in her stuff. Y'all popped her out, and I didn't know if I was vibing with it, but I vibe with her because her stuff before that out, I'm like, oh. So don't get popped out. That's gonna be the new thing. Control
your sound.
Yeah, control your sound. That might be our thing. Don't get popped out.
Don't get popped out.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying pimp, don't get popped out. They were popping everybody out, making them go pop. But man, and even some of the rappers you get from these artists, I'm not going down that road because there's some dope people who they work with, who they vibe with. It's extensive.
Man, so shout out Kajoey, man.
Oh, that's Koji, man.
Koji Radical.
Koji Radical.
Look at me fucking up. Now I'm back to I'm back. I'm fucking up names again. I didn't took it back. Yeah, now I'm fucking up names again.
I got Koji, man. But yeah, it's crazy. We rattling off names, bro. We got names, and I think the viewing public and the listening public don't truly get the opportunity to know these.
And we not just name dropping for the sake of name dropping.
Not at all. When I tell you this talent on here, these people are extremely talented in what they do, and there has to be a vehicle, especially over here, to help people like these people and like the people before them had that light, had that shine. So I don't know what the we can only do what we can do. There's a bigger conversation that has to be had in the industry and the distributors and the music people. Why are we only allowing these things? Can we not allow some of the others? Is it really going to take away? Or will it only widen our pockets anyways? So, and not to be so controlled by what other people in a building, because regardless if you say the industry is on the internet and ain't no more buildings, there's still a building because all these streaming platforms are in the building. Don't let these buildings dictate, your creativity, your ears. There's too much to be done. There's too much to pull from. There's too much to make, and there's too much to manipulate. So these artists are staying true to themselves, and it's beautiful to see. We just got to find a way to really support them, and we got to definitely find a way to get them on these circuits and get these tours popping, and definitely get them at least where we at. And we had a conversation about some things that might pop off with people reaching out and helping booking and stuff. So this ain't us just talking. I'm trying to tell you.
We planning on creating a platform.
So don't be concerned. Like, we are really gonna be moving next year, and going into the end of this year and next year. But I really want to end a lot of this conversation on really reaching out to those artists. If you heard us call your name, I need you to go call the names of the people before you and start making music together. Bring the OGs. Go call Lettucey and see what she doing. Go call Slum Village, see what they doing. Go call Eric Robinson, see what he doing. Y'all make this music. Call Miss Badu. Erica's extremely personable, especially with artists who really dope. She open. She like, all right, what's up? And start making this stuff happen. Contact Jill. Everybody's a DM away. Either they answering or they managers answering.
That part.
But it would be lovely, and I think that may be one of the major steps to getting the sound back is when these people step back out in unison and start not necessarily everybody at the same time, but this artist working with this one, putting them on this song, start cross collaborating, doing these favors.
I've seen that, and it's coming, and that wave is even happening in music right now. Who was that? Rick Ross just dropped a song with Method Man and Redman and all of them. Real music on the way back.
Yeah. So don't let the airways fool you. There's a lot bubbling. There's a lot going on, and people got real momentum. That's the beauty and the struggle of the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can make it work for you, especially if you already established. But yeah, man, you got anything to add to this one?
Man, it ain't nothing else to add to this conversation. If I do, we gonna be here for another 15 minutes.
We just gonna start dropping songs and be in the vibe, and I'm gonna be hungry.
Man, but I ain't gonna cap though, man. I think that it's about the frequency, man. As we start talking about music like this, if this is the stuff that's polluting the airwaves, is this type of stuff, we could raise our consciousness and vibration to a way where we can start healing ourselves, man. You know, it's crazy. I play with words a lot, man. And there's a healthy lifestyle, right? But if you break down the word healthy, you hear two words: heal, die. Heal, die lifestyle. Let's start controlling them frequencies, man. And let's start healing ourselves, man, collectively and individually.
Yes, sir. And we want to be a part of that process. And in the name of that process, I think I made a decision. I don't know what y'all doing on y'all New Year's Eve. But I think I'm definitely finna go live. I'm not gonna just talk about these songs and these vibes. I think I'm gonna play them.
Okay.
And we gonna go live for the people.
Okay.
We getting it in. New Year's Eve. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Streets A&R. STREETSAANDR. We will be posting the link. I'm probably going to make sure it's legal. So I'm probably going to be streaming from my Mixcloud, but we may have other links linked to it. If you love what you're hearing when we're doing it, support us with that $1 or just tune in. And I'm going to tell you to plug your whatever you listening to, your device, into the bigs. And we going to rock. We all know the Omarion variant is going around dancing on everybody. And So we got to be careful. And some people are more cautious than others. So if you're a little cautious, you wanted to go out this year, you wanted to make plans, you got to stay in the house, or you want to do a small gathering, hey, tune in. I'm telling you, just follow us on IG and Twitter. Hit us up. We will be sending that link out. It will be going out. I promise you. And we're going to have a good time.
Great time.
And again, I'm telling you, we here for the Streets A&R. If you want to hear the mainstream all night, please go to it.
Go tune in.
I literally go encourage you to go find a place. As every place out is going to play mainstream. Somebody going to be playing top 40s. Some of the urban clubs going to play the urban top 40s. So they going to get their stuff off. Go to where you feel comfortable. But if you want to hear what we got to do, what we really doing out here, the things that we really promoting, and some of that stuff is mixed in. Don't get it twisted. I love me a good booty shake song, because there will be a section of ass throwing in this set. And I'm going to get in the crates on that ass throwing section. Don't get it twisted. But if you really want to know, again, I told y'all the DJ is supposed to set the environment. I'm going to make sure it's a good, fun environment for us to want to be around each other, to party. So whoever your people are, we're going to be live. I'm going to be at the house. I just had a baby. I thought about going out and having my baby strapped to my stomach. Daddy DJ, hashtag Daddy DJ is coming.
Man.
I'm going to coin that and make sure I get my legal rights to that.
Trademark it.
Trademark that. Leave me alone. Don't get it before I do it. And if you do, I'm going to punch you.
Luckily, our following ain't that big.
No, it ain't.
It's only a couple hundred right now.
You know what I'm saying? And we finna get it up. So, yeah, man, just tune in. Be on the lookout for that. We gonna be live, so y'all seeing this end of the thing, you gonna see the other end. You gonna see where I'm DJing at and how we doing it over there. So just be prepared. Have a good time. I ain't charging. I'm just gonna have some donate buttons up.
Man, so make sure y'all drop them donations, man. Hey, I told y'all I like breaking them words down. So shout out to Nuri Muhammad, man. He said, "Yeah, brother, it's called a donation because it helped the nation do. It's a do nation." So drop them donations so you can help the nation do.
Donations.
Yes, sir.
Donations.
Yes, sir.
Donations.
Yes, sir.
Donations.
Yes, sir.
I mean.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, man, with that being said, we finna get up out of here. Next week, it's going to be an episode right before the end of the year. So being that we are the voice of the streets, we going to have to give maybe our little list of top albums out here. What were we rocking with, and what we just dope?
I ain't gonna cap. I ain't do too much studying last year, but your suggestions.
Hey.
I'm following you. Well, you know how Stephen A got his top 5 list? We might have to do the Ajiki top 5 list.
I'm gonna go 10 for mine. Cause I usually go 20. But I'm gonna cut. What I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna go hip hop albums, separate. Then I'm gonna just go other outside of hip hop. Cause I usually do an all inclusive list. And then I do a strictly hip-hop list. And I'm going to do my favorites. I'm not going to do what I think is just the best. I'm going to do my favorites. So you can't scrutinize me too hard.
Okay.
I'm going to do my favorites. They're going to be dope in general. But I'm going to do a hip-hop list. I'm going to do an outside. And you feel free to do both lists.
Okay.
If you don't want to do 10, don't do 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do 5.
Do 5. But I'm going to give you my 10. And we gonna rock like that before the end of the year, and we gonna talk a little bit about who we looking for, cause y'all know one we all looking for, Kung Fu Kenny. Waiting on him. Kung Fu Kenny. But we gonna see. It's gonna be it's a great year. It's been a dope year of music. I know people think this was a dull. They thought last year was a dull, and I thought it was an extremely dope year, especially for I won't even say underground, non-A-list celebrities. But it was a
shout out to Rex Life Raj.
Whew.
Shout out to Rex Life.
That might be the waviest nigga in music.
Man, shout out to Rex Life, man.
But yeah, man, just tune in next time. We gonna be here. We rocking. We gonna bring in this new year right. Also be ready, be on the lookout for that link. We tune in. We gonna be getting it in, and that's all I got to say, man. Shout out to our guys at Web Pro Solutions for help fund this venture we got. And shout out to everybody in this room. We going to keep it moving. We going to keep it grooving. And we going to make sure we bring y'all that heat straight from the streets. So appreciate y'all from Streets A&R Podcast. This is getEJIKEwithit.
I'm Jonny Knogood. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell so y'all get notified whenever we drop. We out. Peace.
Out.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
Dude, the drop acts like